Taking a chance to learn what's in my head and reel out the thoughts that fill me with dread. You die for me when I won't even cry for you. Oh please Lord, tell me what must I do? I'm taking out a page each day from the letter you wrote to me, a book of lies that I despise, but with your animosity. Take me back to a time we met on that bank holiday. Yes, yes, people.
Hey! Hey! Have a fucking word with him then, ref! Hey!
Yes, yes, people. Welcome back to another stream. You know what to do. Run these likes up real quick, man. Get these likes up, man. Over 300 people in the building. Let's get these likes up to 100 real quick. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Hey, guys, if that didn't deserve a like, I don't know what does deserve a like, to be honest with you. Me dancing like that and showing you the egghead. You know what? Before we even start speaking about the right back situation, I've got to pull this up, man. I've got a chat. I've got to fucking pull this. I get a load of this. Chat. We've not spoke about PSR and FFP for a long time, yeah. Get a load of this. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Nah, it's not actually bro. I was PRing at the gym, man, and fucking blood vessels fucking burst. Yo, check this. This honestly, man. Honestly, I'm gonna start getting real frustrated at some people, guys, in the footballing industry, in the footballing world, because this is doing my head in now. Yeah, listen to this. Kieran Maguire. Yeah, financial footballing expert, commonly seen on programs such as Sky Sports, The Overlap, BBC, and many other situations. He says that, look at this, man. The Premier League, yeah. I wasn't going to speak about this, but I literally just seen it before I went live. The Premier League PSR rules are about as fit for purpose as a chocolate teapot. Chelsea FC Holdings made a profit of £128 million in 2023-2024, which sounds great. Oh my God, they made a profit. They're being sustainable. This is a great football club, guys. Yeah. After selling the women's team to itself, which is absolutely fucking incredible. Yeah. How that's even allowed. I literally have no idea how this shit's even allowed. Yeah. But it gets even worse, chat. It's even madder. Listen to this. The parent company, Blue Code 22, yeah, which owns the men's team, the women's team, and Strasbourg, yeah, look at this, made a loss of £430 million in the same period. However, cannot be included as intra-group transactions in the group accounts. Richard Masters, obviously, Richard, you're doing a great job, Richard. Big up Richard Masters, yeah, doing a fantastic job at the Premier League, yeah. Keeps a straight face and says Chelsea have not broken any rules because the rules on these types of deals are full of loopholes. Listen, let me tell you something, yeah. This Richard Masters guy is an absolute clown, mate. Yeah, I'll say it like that, yeah. He's a clown. He's an absolute clown. Yeah. Charging City for 115 when Chelsea are doing this and your rules allow it. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing, mate. Yeah, you'll be gone soon. Like the day you resign or get fired, mate. Yeah, we're doing a 24-hour stream on this channel, mate. Yeah, real talk, because this guy's a joker. Absolute joker he is. Yeah, and it's just crazy, mate. 430 million quid in losses, but it's allowed. Yet you're coming at us for fucking 115. Crazy work, mate. You have had enough of this guy. Honestly, this Richard Masters, he needs to be sacked, mate. Yeah, he needs to be sacked. Because the rules are a joke. The rules are an absolute farce. Yeah, they're a farce. And we all know why they're there. Yeah, they protect clubs at the top. They protect clubs at the top. The gutting thing is for them is that we've now made it to the top. So they're cooked. So what did they do? They hacked our emails. Yeah, they hacked our emails. Getting out of context emails, mate. Yeah, over the last 10 years. And I try to frame us, mate. Yeah, try to frame us. Yeah, well, let me tell you something, mate. Yeah, you've not met Lord Panic, pal. Yeah, have you? Yeah, big up to Lord Panic, mate. Yeah, because Lord Panic's gonna bust case. Yeah, you can't be doing this, mate. Honestly, you need to get rid of these rules. These rules are an absolute joke. These rules are an absolute joke, mate. Yeah, how can you have a set of... real talk, yeah. Honestly, deep this for a second, mate, yeah.
Deep this for a second. How can you have a set of rules where you can sell the women's team to yourself? What the fuck is going on here? Real talk, what's happened? This is just and it's allowed. Oh, it's allowed. And then guess what? They voted on it. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago they voted on it. And guess what? The Premier League teams voted against changing the rules. Yeah, which is hilarious. So now all the teams can basically just sell the women's team to themselves, which is why people are expecting Aston Villa to sell the women's team to themselves in the coming weeks, because Aston Villa are close to PSR breach. If they sell the women's team, they'll be fine, and then they can buy players. I mean, what has this sport become, guys? What has it become, man? Yeah? Speaking about financial rules, like selling the women's team to yourself. It's crazy, mate. How come United haven't just sold Old Trafford to themselves? Seriously, man. I ask a genuine question. Why don't United, because United have PSR problems apparently, why don't United just sell the stadium to themselves? Yeah? Why don't we all just sell shit to ourselves? Oh, look at this remote control. I'm going to sell this to myself, and get the money. Where's the money come from? Oh, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. Yeah, this phone, I'm going to sell that to myself. Yeah, I'll take the money. Yeah, where's the money come from? We don't really care. I mean, what is happening here, man? I'm sick and tired of it, mate. Yeah, honestly, these clubs, that designed these rules, to bring these rules in to the Premier League ought to be ashamed of themselves. Because the thing is as well, we all knew why these rules were brought in at the time. And we were telling people for years, nearly a decade, City fans were telling all the other fans, these rules are dead. And what did they say, chat? You would say that. You would say that. You would say the rules are shit because you want to spend money. And now you're all being affected by it. You're all fucking moaning. And it's one of them. On one hand, I want to get the rules scrapped because the rules are like BS. But on the other hand, we've been telling you for over a decade about these rules, and all you did is give us shit for a decade and say, oh, you would say that, mate, because you're City fans and you want to spend money and that. So on the other hand, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, we can spend money because we got money. We sell all the academy players and that, and we're fine. And you can hold that. Yeah, because you're a bunch of sheep, mate. Yeah, you're a bunch of sheep. We've been telling people for a decade, City fans, about these rules. And all we got, Matty, we were so right. We were so right. We was always right. Yeah, and we knew we were right. Yeah, but people didn't want to listen. Why? Why didn't people want to listen, Matty? Yeah, because people are sheep. People are sheep, and people listen to people like Gary Neville, and all these kind of melts, on mainstream media who basically are run, by the red cartel anyway. Yeah, who basically just want to protect the red cartel. So they've been telling everyone for over a decade that, if we don't have financial fair play, every club will go bust in the Premier League. All right, and name me every single team that has gone bust whilst they're in the Premier League in the last 20 years. Yeah, none. Yeah, what about last 30 years? None. No team has gone bust. So that's a lot of BS, isn't it? Oh, Bury didn't go bust because of FFP. Get to know your fucking football, Don't chat shit. Yeah, Bury went bust because their owner, was a weapon. Yeah, Portsmouth, owner, weapon. Yeah, Reading, owner, weapon. All these people, all these clubs that have struggled financially is because of their owners. Yeah, not because of FFP, mate. Yeah. And by the way, let me just throw this out for you for another little bit of knowledge. Yeah, is if FFP is to stop clubs going bust, why does it allow clubs to lose money? That makes no sense, pal. Yeah, it don't make no sense. Okay, the FFP situation, is, we want to do it because we don't want teams to go bust. Right, but okay, if you don't want to get, okay, I hear that, but why are teams allowed to make a loss then? If you want to protect a club from going bust, why are clubs allowed to lose £105 million or whatever it is every 3 years? That doesn't sound like a very sustainable business. I'm just throw it out there, bro. Yeah. If my mate said to me, LB, you want to invest in my company, mate, we're going to lose £105 million every single 3 years. I'd be probably like, probably not, mate. Yeah, with all due respect, Are you ever going to make money? Nah. All right, and Sam, we will. Nah, get out of here, man. These people do my head in, man. Yeah, they go on about it. And the reason why it winds me up, yeah, is because we spoke about this as a fan base for over a decade. Yeah. Every single one of us, yeah, in this chat would have had the same conversation with your mates at work, with whoever. You've seen it, right? Even if you've not had the conversation yourself, you've seen other City fans. We've had this conversation, yeah, for over a decade, and all we got was shit. Sorry for swearing, yeah, but it's pissing me off. All we got for a decade was shit, mate, yeah? And now people are waking up and smelling the coffee and going, oh, the rules are bullshit. Yeah, the rules are bullshit. We've been telling you for 10 years. But you didn't want to listen to us because we were City fans, and you just said, oh, you're City fans, you would say that. You get out of here, man. I do know these people, man. Honestly, the problem with this world is, yeah, everyone's a sheep. Nobody can think for themselves, mate. Yeah, think for yourself. Use your own brain. Yeah, but people listen to these mainstream media pundits, yeah, who are basically in the pockets of the cartel anyway, and the broadcasters. Yeah, it's the broadcasters, mate. The broadcasters. Yeah, they're hilarious as well. Yeah, Super League. Oh, Super League. We can't have the Super League. Oh, the Super League protest, blah, 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 protest, blah, blah, protest. Yeah, I'm not saying the Super League was good, by the way. Yeah. Oh, the new UEFA Champions League format where 5 clubs from one country can go in and maybe 6. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. We'll just let that in. Oh, let that slide. Yeah. Why? Because in the why was the kicking off? Why? Because in the Super League, they was going to lose all the TV rights because they were going to do it for free online. Yeah. So because they weren't going to get any content, they lost it because it was all going to go on a Netflix stream. That's why. And now it's stayed with UEFA. Well, TNT have got the rights. Sky are allowed to speak about it, allowed to show the goals and that. Mate, can't fool me, mate, yeah? I've seen it. I've seen it for the last 10 years. I've seen, yeah, our fan base be gaslighted. I've seen our fan base raise real concerns, yeah, about this. And we have been gaslighted. Yeah, been told that we're paranoid, been told that this, been told that. And actually, you know what? Every single one of us was completely 100% spot on all the time. And now everybody else in the football world is waking up to it. The FFP is an absolute, it's just a shit show. It's a disgrace. And it's just embarrassing. I mean, how can you sell a women's team to yourself and that just be okay? How is that okay? How is that fine? I'll just sell the women's team. Oh, I'm about to breach PSR. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll sell the women's team to myself. Nah. These guys, man, how people have let this get to this stage is crazy. It's crazy. And they had a vote on it, yeah? And they had a vote on it, and they voted against changing the rules. So all the clubs are in on it because they know. So what's the point in the PSR? It's completely irrelevant. Stupid. It's now a tick box exercise. That's what it is. It's a tick box exercise. Nothing more, nothing less. Why did they bring FFP in? They brought FFP in because they were scared of teams being bought by Arabs, by rich people who actually wanted to invest in their team to make their team better. And that would put their Champions League revenues at risk. You got to remember, right? If you owned a football club that constantly got Champions League, you was basically guaranteed like 60, 70 million pound every year in Champions League revenues. Yeah, every single year. Every year. Yeah. Then you get your TV money from the Premier League. Yeah. And then you get your sponsorships, right? You're getting a lot of money from the Champions League. If all of a sudden, yeah, a load of Arabs turn up and go, you know what? We don't really give a fuck about the money. So we're just going to invest in teams like Aston Villa, like Newcastle, like City. We don't really care. We just want to win. Yeah. And they might have ulterior motives. I don't know if they've got ulterior motives. I don't know the sheikh. Maybe they do. But ultimately, they want to invest in the team and they want to win. Well, all of a sudden, that puts their Champions League recurring revenues at serious risk. All of a sudden, they are no longer guaranteed 70 to 100 million pounds every single season in Champions League funds. And also what it means that they probably are going to have to spend more money on transfers because they need to spend more money on getting better players because they need to compete with the other teams. So all of a sudden, the business model is just effed because they've gone from spending a bit of money, yeah, and getting that load of cash in from the Champions League to now not being guaranteed the Champions League money and having to spend a load more money to compete. That's why they brought it in. That's why they brought it in. And that's why, yeah, luckily, yeah, City got in just in time. City got in just in time. Yeah, but Newcastle are struggling. Yeah, because they're having to try and get their revenues up. Yeah, while simultaneously trying to invest and not breach the rules. Why? Because obviously some of these CEOs are borderline racist. Yeah, xenophobic. We've seen the emails. Chat, it's not my email. I didn't send the email. They said the CEO of the Premier League club sent the email, not me. Yeah, you must put, I paraphrase, you must put an immediate ban on all sponsorships coming from the Middle East. Okay, that's allowed, is it? Yeah, but all your investments from America are okay. All your investments from the USA are fine. Yeah, but the ones from the Middle East are not. We've all seen the email. We've all seen the email, right? I've shown you the email before. Not my email. That's the Premier League email that got leaked. Yeah. Or whatever. We've seen it. They said in the email, we must put a ban immediately on all investment coming from the Middle East. That was aimed at Newcastle. 4 days after Newcastle got bought, mate. 4 days after Newcastle got bought, yeah, some Premier League CEO that has been unnamed sent that email to the Premier League, probably Richard Masters, and said, we need to put a ban on this. Embarrassing. Yeah. Probably should be in prison, man. I'll be real. Probably should be in prison. Bro. I don't want to end up in a libel. Yeah. But you know my thoughts, Bri. You know my thoughts, Bri. It's stupid, man. These teams. Oh, yeah. You know what's hilarious as well? You know what's hilarious? How some of these fans go, oh, well, our club's had nothing to do with it. Your names were literally on the letter. Yeah. Written by, I think it was Arsenal was on the letterhead about these rules are not strong enough. We need stronger PSR rules. Yeah. How do we even get onto this? Meant to be speaking about Matthias Nunes. Honestly, man, this PSR stuff, yeah, winds me right up, chat. It winds me right up, man, because it's just a con. It's just a complete and utter con. You go in prison and getting named.
You go in prison, and you're getting named and shamed.
It's just a complete and utter con. It's a con. It's always been a con. It has always been a con, and it will always be a con. And nobody, yeah, will ever convince me that it's not a con. It's a con, yeah. And the way that they try and get through it is like, oh, we've got to do this, yeah. And you know what the other one is, right? When I say, oh, why don't you just let teams just spend the money? Oh, well, if you let teams spend the money, then Newcastle will go and buy all the best players in the world and they'll win everything. Oh, do you mean like PSG did when they won nothing? Do you mean when PSG bought Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe? And how many Champions League how many Champions Leagues did PSG win when they had Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe in the front three? How many did they win? Do you mean like that? Because they did that. And how many did they win? I'll tell you how many they won. Zero Champions Leagues. Why? Because buying the best players doesn't guarantee you success. As Chelsea have found, although they've not spent the best, they've not bought the best players, they've just spent 1.5 billion quid horrendously. Just let the teams buy the players, yeah, and see who spends it the best. All these people go, oh, well, if you let that happen, then Newcastle will win every single trophy every single year because they're owned by the Saudis. PSG, yeah, was owned by the Qataris, yeah. And they had Mbappe, yeah, Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar, and they didn't win the Champions League. So, factually incorrect. Factually incorrect. Factually incorrect. Yeah? And what it is, yeah, all these people, yeah, all your owners are also billionaires. You know that? You know that? You know the Arsenal owner, Kroenke? Yeah, let's have a look how much he's worth. Yeah, Kroenke net worth. 18 billion. 18 billion. Yeah. Sheikh Mansour net worth 17 billion. So according to Google, Kroenke is worth more than Sheikh Mansour. Oh, but we can't compete. You've got Sheikh Mansour as your owner. We can't compete. No, the difference is your owner, yeah, is having you off, mate, yeah, and he's not putting the money in the football club, mate, yeah, properly. Even though you have actually spent a lot of money, to be fair. You spent over £800 million, yeah? But that's real talk. Your owner don't want to put your money in like my owner, because my owner actually wants to win. Yeah? 17 billion. This is Google. This isn't my numbers. Not my numbers. FSG, 7 billion. So a little bit less, to be fair. But he's still worth 7 billion. Yeah? None of these clubs have got an excuse. For some reason, fan bases around the country want to protect their owners for no reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. It was absolutely stupid, mate. Yeah? I'm absolutely stupid. Well, according to Google, his family is worth over $200 billion. But himself is worth 17. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying it, mate. I'm just saying the facts are the facts. Google is to Google. Lazio did the same like years back, didn't win anything, mate. Everybody who like actually knows properly about football, yeah. I'm talking about like has watched football for more than 5 years, has seen this sort of stuff happen before. We all know that just because you buy the best players doesn't mean that you're guaranteed success. Liverpool have just bought Wirtz. They might get Isak. Will that guarantee them the league? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But why? They've just bought Isak for over 100 million and Wirtz for over 100 million. So they should win everything, right? That is not how football works. And anybody that's watched football for more than 5 years knows that because we've seen it time and time and time again. Time again. That's not how it works. Look at PSG now. Look at that midfield. Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz. Look at their attack. Doué, Barcola, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. These are not £100 million players. These are not Messi's, Ronaldo's, Mbappe's, Vinicius Juniors. These are good, solid players that have been built into a team and a system and a genuine world-class manager that he's got them playing top quality football. And that's why they won the Champions League, because they were the best team in Europe by a country mile. Why did they not win it last time when they had Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe? Why? Because it wasn't a team. And football is a team game. So if Newcastle are freed from the shackles of PSR and they want to go and buy Mbappe, Neymar, and all these kind of players, feel free to do so, but it won't guarantee you success. You need to buy a team. Look at our treble-winning team. We had Grealish left wing, Bernardo right wing. These are not like superstar players in terms of like the Mbappes of the world, and they're not the Messis and the Ronaldos, but there were players that did a job in a system. We had Ilkay Gundogan in midfield. Yeah. This is not a Bellingham. Yeah. This was a 20-odd million pound signing. It's about what we did. We built a team. And that's what you've got to do. So this PSR nonsense, yeah, it's a lot of BS, bro. It's a lot of BS. You build a team. Look at Newcastle. Look at Liverpool. They didn't spend a penny last year. Spent 10 million quid on Chiesa. Won the league. Won the league. How many teams spent more money than Liverpool last year and didn't win the league? Yeah, I'd probably say 19. I'd probably say Liverpool spent the least money out of every single team in the Premier League. I don't know, they already had good players. Yeah, but why did the teams that spent way more money than Liverpool last year not win the league? Why? Because money does not guarantee success. Now, you need money for sustained success, 100%. Because look at Leicester. Leicester won the league, but they didn't sustain the investment, so they fell away. Pep Guardiola wants a new right back at Manchester City Football Club. Why? Where have we come from? Well, to be honest with you, I actually thought about it before. I saw the tweet before, yeah. And I thought to myself, you know what? To be honest, this kind of makes sense, actually. Yeah. Pep Guardiola is thought to be unsure about the continued viability of Matheus Nunes at right back. Enter into the arena Camaro, yeah, who Defo's going to put Cafunes is great or something like this. Listen, here's the thing, yeah. Realistically, is this a surprise? Is this a surprise? Because this manager, by the way, Pep Guardiola, recently came out and said Matheus Nunes is not clever enough to play in midfield. I don't want to misquote him. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's what Pep Guardiola said. He said Matheus Nunes is not clever enough. Is that what he said? Nunes. Oh, smart. What did he say, chat? What did he say? He said he's like not clever enough or something. I don't want to misquote Pep in it. But I'm pretty sure he's basically said Nunes is not clever enough. So when your manager says that you're not clever enough to play in midfield, yeah. Oh, Colin, big up Colin. Cheers, mate. He said he's not clever enough to play in the middle. So when your manager says something like that about you, he's probably not going to want to play your right back either, yeah. So this has come out tonight. Jack Gorn, latest article. Obviously, very good source when it comes to Manchester City. We don't have great sources at the moment, but Jack's probably still up there, to be honest with you, with some of this information. He's saying that Pep's thinking that Matheus Nunes is not good enough to be a right back. And for me, I agree. I think, like as I said, time and time again, I'm more than happy to keep Matheus Nunes as a backup right back option. I've got no problem with that. But he ain't good enough to be a right back. Remember, we're trying to win the Premier League, mate. TM, spot on, pal. Spot on. You ain't winning Champions League with Nunes as a right back. Great option to have. Thought you could maybe get away with Prem if you attack. No, I agree with that. I think, Premier League, maybe you might be able to get away with it, yeah, but you're not going to be able to win major honours with him at right back, man. And my thing is as well, is just like, why we try to get away with it? I agree, Karl. Why we try to... And the thing is, I don't want to sound like bad on Nunes, because I actually think Nunes, mate, yeah, I'll hold my hands up, mate, yeah, like back in after that Manchester derby where he single-handedly cost us I was willing to drive him to the airport myself, yeah, but you know what? Fair play to the guy. He fought back, and he ended the season quite strongly. And I think that should be applauded, really, yeah, because a lot of players try it, and a lot of players fail. Phillips tried to stay and fight his position, and he dramatically failed, yeah? So, fair credit where credit's due. Yeah, I think he actually fought back Nunes and done quite well. However, yeah, what is this? Is this a professional football club? We got to be moving on. Yeah, we try to win Champions Leagues. Why would we go into a season and try and just wing it? Wing it. Why would we try to wing it? Now, you might win the league with Nunes at right back. You might win the Champions League with Nunes at right back, but why risk it? Why risk it when he's not a right back? Yeah? Because I'm not being funny here. As good as he did, and again, I'm not trying to throw shade at him, because I actually, I think he did quite well. However, I'm pointing out the facts, and the facts are indisputable. Even in those good games, yeah, he still made mistakes. Even if they didn't end up with a goal, he still made mistakes. I remember that was it the Wolves game at home? give the ball away. Same thing. I just don't understand. Why would we try? Why would we try and get away with it? Yeah. Don't really understand that for me. So you've got to go in. You've got to go in for a new right back, man. You've got to. You've got to. Now the question is, yeah. Insert Snoop Dogg emoji meme. Let me see if I can pull it up. Here we go. The question is, chat, yeah. Let me pull this up right now. Here we go. Where are we at? Yeah, the question is...
Who?
Who? Who? Who do you get? Who do you get? Because Livramento, for me, is the target that obviously Fabrizio Romano's saying that's our number one target. I think Jack Gaughan said he's a target as well. However, Newcastle are probably not going to want to sell Livramento. And even if they did, it's going to cost a hell of a lot of money. And the question is, how much money and are we going to pay that? But we got to get someone in, man. We got to go into the season next year strong. Here's the thing, yeah. Pep Guardiola, for me, is definitely not extending his contract. Yeah, I'd be absolutely stunned. I big up Bassinet, man. I feel like I've not seen you in a while. Hopefully you're good, bro. Big up for the 22 months. Guys, smash these likes up, man. Smash the likes up. Big up to you, bro. Hopefully well. I feel like I've not seen you for time. I don't think Pep Guardiola is going to extend his contract. Yeah, in my opinion, I think he's gone at the end of this contract. He might even go at the end of this season if we win the league, right? Why would we would we not give Pep Guardiola the tools that he needs to win as much as possible in the final couple of years before he leaves the football club? Why are we saying to him, sorry, mate, you've got to make do with Nunes and Rico Lewis as right backs? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Nah, mate. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, man. It's like going to like a mint estate agent, yeah? Not a estate agent, a travel agent, yeah? Like a premier travel agent to say, listen, yeah, I got 50 grand for me and my missus. I want the best, travel experience. I want to go Marbella. Me and the missus, here's 50 grand, yeah? And she says, right, I'm going to sort you out. I'm going to sort you out with the best creme de la creme, yeah? I'm gonna get you this nice villa overlooking the sea, private chef, yeah, tomahawk steaks in the fridge, yeah, champagne, Moet Chandon or whatever it's called, yeah, Rolls Royce in the garage, ready for you to use whenever you want. Oh, this sounds great, this. Yeah, you're on the Ryanair, 6:30 a.m., yeah? What do you mean, man? Give me a private jet. What are you talking about? Seriously, that's what we're trying to do. We've got the villa, we've got the Rolls Royce, and then we just saw, the 6 a.m. Ryanair flight from Manchester Terminal fucking 3. Yeah, is that the shit one? Yeah, no, I don't want to do that, man. I want to get the nice terminal, private jet settings. I want nice 11 a.m. takeoff time. That's what I want, man. I don't want this 6 a.m. This is what we try. This is what I feel like we're doing. On one hand, we're giving him everything, but then in little bits, we're just going, oh, nah, actually, don't want to do that, mate. Full send. Give him the best that he can possibly get. Exactly, mate. No 2-2 Ryanair. No 2-2 Ryanair. Pep press conference. I will bring up the comments in a second when they come up on. Do you get what I'm saying? I just don't understand why we would hold back on the right back position. And it also just winds me up that if we do end up doing that, yeah. The thing is though, George, right? The thing is, bro, like, for me, I just don't really care though, George, bro, because I want the club to win stuff and win trophies. Because when we win trophies, it's the best feeling in the world, yeah. So for me, I'm sitting here going, I don't really care, bro. I just want Pep to have the best possible players, so it gives us the best possible chance of winning trophies. I don't really find this sort of conversation about, oh, why can't Pep just coach the players? I don't really give a fuck. I want him to have the best players so we can get the best chance of winning. Yeah, look at Zidane. Zidane three-peated the Champions League. Yeah, three-peated it. I don't think any manager has ever done that before in the history of European football. I could be wrong. Maybe it's happened once before. But as far as I'm aware, yeah, the only time the Champions League has ever been three-peated is with Zidane. He had one of the greatest football teams in terms of players on the pitch we've ever seen. Now, I know you are, George. I know you are. And my response to you is, Fairs, that is a valid shout. My personal opinion is I don't really care about that because I just want Pep to have the best possible players, yeah, to win the most stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's the players that win the trophies. That's what Pep always says. Pep says it himself. Yeah? Why do you win so much, Pep? Why are you the best manager? He says it's because I've had the best players. And if we're trying to wing the league or wing the Champions League with a right back that's not actually a right back, I don't really see the point. And we and the thing is as well, on top of that, yeah, is Viana's come in. Yeah, Tiki's obviously still here. We've spent so much money on rebuilding this team. You can't then just go, oh, you know what? We'll sack the right back off. What? Nah, and that's why I think we'll sign a right back. That's why I think we'll sign a right back. Because I cannot see why the club would go and spend all this money rebuilding the team, and then when it gets to the right back position, they just go, nah, we'll just have Nunes. Nah, it ain't happening. I don't see it. Big up to Jashon. Yeah, he says LB agreed, but Liverpool's average 75 mil should be reversed for reserved for world-class players only. If we're going to drop that, then go for Ashraf, obviously Hakimi or Kunde. Okay, so I agree. Yeah, I don't think he is homegrown. Sorry, not homegrown. I don't think he is world-class right now. Yeah, but I think with Liverpool, I think he could be a world-class fullback within the next 18 months, 2 years. Yeah. Is also homegrown, which we do need to address. Hakimi is obviously better than Liverpool. Obviously. Clearly. There's no doubt about that, yeah? But can you bring Hakimi in? Who do you need to get rid of? You need to get rid of some players. So you can certainly make that happen. You can certainly just say to a non-homegrown player, sorry, you got to go. But are you going to do that? I'd also ask, how much do you think Hakimi is going to cost, bro? How much is Hakimi going to cost? Would they even sell? Does he even want to come here? Now, just to be clear, if you were given the option of Hakimi or Livramento, I'm taking every single day Hakimi. I just don't think it's viable. Kunde has been a very, very good defender for Barcelona prior to his injury. But again, can you get him out of Barcelona? I'm not 100% sure. How much is he going to cost? And I'm not sure how much better Kunde is than Livramento. I don't think he's had as clear as Hakimi is. Hakimi is clear, man. He's the best fullback in world football, in my opinion. I don't think it's close. I think he's so clear, it's unreal. Yeah, probably followed by Mendes. Kunde is definitely a better right back or better defender, in my opinion, than Livramento, but I don't think it's as clear. I don't think it's as clear. We got Lee Robinson with the 2. Says Livramento will not go anywhere, but mark this. Let me ask you a question then, Lee. Yeah? Let me ask you a genuine question. I mean, no ill intent here. I'm asking a genuine question here. Yeah, on my life. The other day, when Livramento was asked, are you still going to be at Newcastle next year? Why didn't he just say, yeah? Why did he waffle? Why didn't he just say, yeah, I'm going to be at Newcastle next year? Why did he say, oh, well, I spoke to Eddie Howe and Howe just said, focus on your football and no, I've not heard anything. And why didn't he just say, I will be a Newcastle player next year? Why didn't he just say that? Maybe he wants a better salary. Valid. Valid answer. Valid answer. Exactly. Stones came out and went, I ain't going anywhere. Don't know why he's saying that. Innit? They asked John Stones. They said, John Stones, are you leaving City this summer? He said, nah, I've seen the rumours. Don't know why anyone's talking about that. I ain't going anywhere. I hope that clears that up for you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking, Lee. I don't mean it. Maybe he was just wanting a new contract and he's trying to play games. Fairs. You know? Fair dues. All I'm saying is, Livramento is definitely Manchester City's first choice. Yeah? I think City would pay a lot of money for him. And I think out of all the players that are in your top tier class, he's the one that you'd sell over everybody else. You'd sell him before Tonali, you'd sell him before Bruno, and you'd sell him before Isak. 100%. 100%, man. Ignore Libra. Who's number 2 on the list? There is no number 2. I don't know who the number 2 is. Obviously, we got a lot of Wesley links, but then that's gone dead, and apparently he's going to Brighton now. Van der Sar, have we ever been, bro? I swear down, yeah, we've never been linked with this guy. I don't think. Let me check City Extra. Have we ever been linked with him? Van der Sar. Chat. Not one. Not one single link. Not one single link to Van der Sar. Check your DMs. Mate, this fucking Twitter app is so finished. Yeah, Elon, man. Bro, like, respect all the spaceships and that, yeah. Like, real talk, yeah. I think the spaceships and that's pretty cool, but this app is cooked, mate. Yeah, I can't access my DMs. I'll take your word for it, though, Lee. It's not that here. There's no right backs, man. What do you think about Akanji right back? Treble season. Understand he was horrific this season, but thought Akanji was best at right back. Wouldn't want him starting centre back. I mean, he's all right, isn't he? But it's not particularly sort of motivating, is it? It's sort of like, again, it's a bit like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, he did do all right in the treble year. Like, respect him, he did do okay, but it's not really. Again, I just feel it's a bit like, we're leaving ourselves short, you know? Go and get a. Kanji is slow. Yeah, I think it's just normal speed. I wouldn't say slow or faster. I just think it's just normal speed, man. I think it's normal speed. The right back market is dead. Most of the good ones on here, 30 years old, and the rest are young prodigies. That will be a gamble. Facts. Nah, that is actually true, apart from Livramento or Hakimi. That's it, really, isn't it? Hakimi and Livramento are the only 2 fullbacks, or right backs, I should say, that are either not nearly retiring or a mad gamble. You know, people talking about Martin Fernandes. The guy's played 2,000 minutes for Porto, and people want to spend 50, 60 million quid on him. You know what I mean? Are we sure? Wan-Bissaka. Jesus. We are struggling. We are struggling when people are putting Wan-Bissaka. Single. You know what? I actually did watch Single last year. Was it just a one time? I think it was just a one time. He actually looked pretty good, to be fair. But it was one game. It was one game. So maybe I just got lucky and watched a rare good game. But yeah, he actually just looked pretty good, man. Bombing down the wing he was. What's Kufal up to? I always thought he was a bit overhated, mate, to be honest with you. A bit overhated, Kufal. Nah, but the thing is with Kyle Walker-Peters, for me, Kyle Walker-Peters, I've actually always rated Kyle Walker-Peters. And actually, I've said in the past that he should sign him. But I've always said sign him as a rotator, not a starting right back. And I'm looking at starters. I'm looking at who can replace Kyle Walker. Yeah, you don't have to do exactly the same thing as Kyle Walker, i.e. be the best defensive right back maybe that's ever played the game. I'm talking about who's got the quality to come in and start week in, week out. And Walker-Peters is a rotator. I'm not looking for a rotator. I've got Rico Lewis. I've got Akanji. I've got Nunes. I've got my rotator. I've got 3 all right rotators. I need a starter. I need a starter. Munoz isn't better than Nunes. It's about the bozos. What's Munoz's bozo gene like? Has he got the bozo gene or nah? I'm not sure. Nobbins did a deep dive on Martin Fernandez. He sees the vision. Well, if you did get Martin Fernandez, yeah, obviously he's not homegrown, but he is under the age of 21, so he wouldn't count on your homegrown, on your non-homegrown list in the Premier League. But you are kicking the can down the road. What it means is that next summer or the summer after, you are going to have to sign some English players. And I see loads of people at the time saying, oh, Livermento's not even that good. Like, don't sign him. Cool. That's fine. But who are you signing next year as a homegrown player or the year after? Because you're going to have to sign someone. Yeah, because we need some homegrown players. We're getting rid of Grealish. Yeah, we're getting rid of Stones. We're getting rid of Ake and we're getting rid of Walker. All 4 of them are going in the next 2 years. So you've got to start thinking long term. You can't just be saying, oh, he's a mid-English player. He might be mid, but you need English players. You need to get someone. Well, I think City will go big for Wharton next year. Because if you think about this as well, yeah, Pierre, yeah. Rodri now is 29, yeah. He'll be 30 next year. If you go and get Wharton next year, you can bring Wharton in. You can play Wharton with Rodri for a year or 2. You can maybe rest Rodri in his final year when he's 33, play Wharton a bit. Rodri goes, Wharton steps up and be your number 1 DM. It would not surprise me if City go for Wharton next summer. Would not surprise me one little bit. Agreed. Will I take Gordon? Nah. I wouldn't take Gordon. I like Gordon. I think he's a good player. But if I'm getting rid of Doku, I need a genuine world-class left winger. Yeah. No, I think Gordon's a good player. Don't get me wrong. But if I'm getting rid of Doku, I want a major step up. Major. Bobby's homegrown, yeah. He is homegrown. Not for me. I don't see the vision on Jed Spence. I do not see the vision. I don't see the vision. I don't see a potential world-class player. This guy's, what, 25 years old already? Do you think he's going to become a world-class defender? I don't. I think he's just going to be a pretty good defender for the rest of his career. I don't see the vision on that one. I don't see the vision. Braithwaite at Everton, potentially. But he's probably going to go this... Well, I imagine he goes this summer, otherwise he's going to walk out on a free. Do you know what I mean? If Wharton comes, what happens to Rico Lewis? I think Rico Lewis will be sold in the next 2 years. I don't see where he plays. I don't see any minutes. I don't see where the minutes come from. They're not coming at right back and they're not coming in midfield. Unless Pep's actually legit going to play him over like Bob and Foden and Cherky and Reinders and Nico G. I do not see at all where Rico's minutes come from. I just don't see it. Don't see it. I'd be happy with Huzanov at right back if Nori's out inverting. Yeah, I mean, he could potentially do it in the 3, couldn't he? But if you're looking for someone to bomb forward, then I guess you've still got Nunes. I still think it's a little bit of like a, forcing a square peg in a round hole situation. But, he did all right against Vinicius Jr. But I feel, again, I don't know. See what else you guys are saying. Smash these likes up as well, people, man. 800 people in the building. Let's get these likes up, people. Get the likes up, man. Oh, sorry, Lee. I didn't see this, bro. He wasn't asked that Gordon will go before Livermore. Where's Gordon going to go, though? Where's Gordon going? Where would he go? As Pep been speaking, let's have a look at some of Pep's comments, chat. Let's have a look at Pep Guardiola comments. What's he saying? Pep press conference reaction. Good evening, Pep. It's Jamie Jackson from The Guardian. I hope you're well. I know. Yeah, Pep knows about this guy as well, man. It's not just me who doesn't fucking like some of these journalists. Pep don't like him either. Yeah? There you go. Come on. It's mad, isn't it? This is why I cook these guys. Pep knows as well. Yeah, Pep watches the streams back, man, when we're cooking these journalists. I'm telling you, he loves it. He said the heat is obvious. We cannot change it, right? It's better to play in that last stadium, Mercedes-Benz. We played. It was fantastic. I think all the teams have to handle it. So it is what it is. For the next World Cup, people will know it is already. But yeah, we have to suffer. So this game tomorrow night against Juventus, I imagine, is not in an air-conditioned, stadium. Rodri can play, cannot play. Of course, he's not ready to play 90 minutes, but he played the last game, 30 minutes, 35. He's been making steps forward. In the last 3 or 4 days, he didn't have some niggles that sometimes he has. That's good. That's great news. In the last 3 or 4 days, he didn't have some niggles, that sometimes he has. Nice. For me, I wouldn't be starting. I wouldn't be starting tomorrow. Give him another 35 minutes. Yeah. And then he's had 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. 3 games, 30 minutes each. Maybe 35 or 40. I won't be starting him. Yeah, I'll be looking at maybe 35, 40 minutes tomorrow. That's what I'll be looking at. But that's fantastic news, chat, innit? That is fantastic news. I'm still waiting for some more comments. Oh, no, we got him here. The South American teams are maybe more informed because they are in the middle of the competition. The rest of the teams, European teams, are at there. That's a fair comment, actually. I've not considered that. Yeah, the South American teams, obviously, they play the league. It's calendar year, so they've already been playing their league. So they're all fully fit. Would I take Munoz? I don't know. Is he a bowl? From what I've seen of him, he looks decent, mate. He looks decent, Bales, but I don't know if I've seen enough of him to really say, like, has he got the bozo gene? I don't think I've ever seen him have the bozo gene. Can you find stats on errors leading to shots? Munoz. Daniel Munoz has not been directly credited with any errors leading to goal in his entire Premier League statistics. Yeah? What do you think about that, chap? Errors leading to goal, Matthias. I'm just doing it to compare, not hating, just doing it to compare. Matthias Nunes. Matthias Nunes has not been specifically identified as making errors leading to shots on goal. Okay, so we know this AI is completely scrubbed. Yeah? We know this AI is scrubbed, chat. So we can't take the Munoz stats as legit. He might be a bozo because this AI is saying Matthias Nunes has not caused any shots on goal, which we know is not true. So we can't believe it for Matthias Nunes. I'm afraid we can't agree with the data. The data cannot be validated. The data is corrupted. The data is corrupted, chat. Hi, Pep. We saw you having a kickabout with the players on the beach the other day. You're looking in great fuck. This is a Club World Cup tournament where we've got a huge game to play against Juventus. Yeah? That we need to win. Look at the state of journalism. Look at the state of it. Look at the state. You see what I'm pointing out with this? Is why I hate these press conferences, man. This is why I don't do them anymore, bro. This is why I don't do them anymore. Because it's pointless. They don't ask the legit questions. Brev. Honestly, man, I've said so many times, yeah. Why's bro risen up the manager, innit? Yo, he's fucking hell, man. He get back with his wife. Relax. This is the problem, yeah. It's like there's so many good questions. If you put, I'm not saying me, I'm saying anyone. If you put City fans in a press conference, you know how good some of the questions would be. Yeah, not all of the fucking City fans, obviously, because some of them would ask fucking stupid questions. But if you put some of you guys in the chat, yeah, in the press conferences, I know you'd ask some mega questions, innit? I know you'd ask mega questions. Yeah? But these guys don't ask the legit questions, bro. Also, this guy tans rapid, innit? Look how quickly this fucking tan there. Yeah? These guys on Melanotan too. If you know, you know. It's crazy, bro. Everybody except Hamza. To be fair, bro, Hamza probably be one of the best ones in there because he'd probably be telling Pep to sign fucking all these ballers. He'd be like, go and get Hakimi. You know what I mean? That's great. Oh, Rajiv, bro. Come on, mate. Rajiv, hey, what's happening here, mate? Yeah, come on, lad. Let's keep it football, pal. Let's keep it football, man. Honestly, man, I know so many people, yeah, who'd like ask some mega questions. It's crazy, mate. Yeah, instead, you're looking in great. Get out of it, man. Ask football questions. I decided we're going to come to the Club World Cup to compete, make good training, but in the rest of the day, I want to completely relax. If they want to play golf, play golf. If they want to go to the beach, beach. If they want to be at the pool, be with families, when we can give a day off, day off. Otherwise, it will be so difficult mentally. We're in an incredible place, so that's why we make different activities together, sometimes alone, just to arrive fresh at training, especially the day of the games. We don't want to spend energy during the 3 or 4 days before the games. Otherwise, with this heat and humidity, it will be so tough. When we finished the season and restarted, we didn't lose physical condition. Yeah, that's because it was about 2 weeks, bro. You know what I mean? It's a question of maintaining a little, be relaxed, have fun, because we have 11 months ahead of us, games every 3 or 4 days. That's why I decide. Guys, do whatever you want. And in the moment of the game, you are fine. You are fit. Yeah, this is why we need a squad that can compete, guys. Yeah, this is why we need a big squad. I'm not advocating for 30 players in a squad. I'm saying this is why we need a big squad, because we've got games coming out of our ass, yeah, this season. Yeah, and we need to learn from our mistakes. We have to assume that we will have injuries. We must assume that. Every team has injuries. We'll get injuries, mate. Yeah, let's assume we have injuries. Let's assume that Cherky gets injured at some point for a month. Let's assume that Ike Nori gets injured. Let's assume that Diaz gets injured. Let's assume that Haaland gets injured again. Yeah. Have we got enough? The answer needs to be yes. Yeah. Guys, we need to assume. I got ready to assume.
What do you mean?
What the hell, man? We have enough. I think we've got enough, bro. I think we need a right back in it. I think we need a right back, and then I think we've got enough. And if we compare it to last year, yeah, if you look at our defense last year, right, we had Gvardiol, Ake, Diaz, Akanji, John Stones, Rico Lewis, Walker. So we had 7 players last year in our defence. That's it, 7. Right? And we've already discussed how in that 7 defenders, Walker was already finished. Yeah, he's there, unfortunately. Yeah, no hate, just the facts. Yeah. John Stones, injury prone. Rico Lewis, people don't even think he's a right back. So that's 3 of your 7 gone. Yeah, Ake's not the best at... Ake's over here. Yeah, for no reason. Otherwise, I got confused with the hands. Ake is also a little bit injury prone. Whereas now, we've got Aït-Nouri left back, Gvardiol left back, Ake left back, Nico O'Reilly left back, centre back. I got Gvardiol, Ake, Diaz, Hayes, Stones, Akanji, right back, Nunes at the moment. We've massively improved the quality and depth of our defence. Massively. Yeah, but we still need a right back, 100%. Is there anybody in the right? The only right back I know in the defence in the academy is Kyle Samuel, who is pretty good. However, not for starting week in, week out. Timber, he's a baller, mate. I actually can't you know what, mate? Yeah, he's one of the rare players that have bypassed the Eredivisie LB agenda. Because I have an agenda against the Eredivisie. I don't rate the players from the Eredivisie most of the time. There are a couple of exceptions, and to be fair, Timber is one of them that has massively gegenpressed me on that. He's brilliant. I think he's really, really good. I think he's a fantastic player, Timber. I'd love him at sea. But it is what it is. See what else is cooking. Claudio Echeverri will be ruled out. Oh, yeah. You know what, by the way? I'm loving that free kick he scored. All these people, yeah, that were shitting on us, chat, that was not part of the Echeverri nation. Yeah. Oh, you're just hyping him up, bro. Oh, he's shit. He's dead. He's not even that good. Yeah. Hold that. Yeah. We know ball in it, chat. Chat, we know ball, mate. Yeah. We know ball. We know a player when we seen one. And we was on the right side of that argument when we was all hyping him up and saying he was mint. Yeah, and Pep knows, by the way. Pep knows he's mega. So does Bernardo Silva, because he said it in an interview. He said his words were nobody could believe just how good Echeverri actually was. Yeah, other than you, yeah, you're getting called out, Ichigo, yeah, because you was one of the prime haters. Yeah, you was prime hater. Yeah. El Goat. Yeah, that's what you are. Yeah, you was always in the chat, mate. You was always in the chat hating on him, saying, oh, stop the glaze. He's not even that good in it. Yeah, we all remember. Yeah, we will never forget. Yeah, you're on the list. Mate. Yeah, so hold that. Messi. He's called Messi for a reason. Anyway, what does it say? He's out for 2 or 3 weeks. That's actually not too bad. I thought it might have been like some ligaments. Did you see the photo, by the way? The photo was bad. Bro, his foot, yeah. His foot's meant to be like that. His foot's like that. Bro, oh my God, it's so bad. Like, that's lucky that could have been serious. Yeah, that could have been real serious. Yeah, Sam Lee as well. He said he's not even that good. Yeah, he said that as well. No, Kira, I'm saying it could have been worse. I'm saying it could have been much worse. He could have been out for like 4 months. He could have snapped his leg or something. It was a bad situation. Yeah. Those Argentina watch-alongs were great. Facts. They were mint, weren't they? 2 a.m. watching Argentina. Watching Messi ball out. Nobbins slandered him as well. I don't think he slandered it. To be fair, I thought Nobbins' video was going to be well bad. I thought I was going to watch Nobbins' video and he was going to slag him off. But to be fair, he said the facts. All he said is that some of the City fan base hyped him up and said we hyped him up too much, which I disagreed with. I disagree with that bit. Yeah. But I actually thought his video was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought he was going to say basically he was shit. But he didn't. He said he has sky-high potential, which he does. He just said some of the City fan base has hyped him up too much. But I don't think I have hyped him up too much. I genuinely don't. I think this guy's a fucking generational talent. And if he gets given the opportunities, I think he could do mad things, which we've already started to see. You've seen it in the FA Cup final when he got subbed on. He was one of the best players on the pitch when he was on the pitch. Probably should have scored. Yeah, getting on the ball, making things happen. Scored the free kick. It's a madness. Yeah, I will do, Liam. I will do, bro. Don't worry about it, man. All right, let me have a look at some of these comments before we continue with the press conference. What's the... Bro, this is weird, man. It's weird. It's all these Spanish journalists, I call them journalists, Twitch streamers, and friends of Twitch streamers keep on saying that City are getting Rodrigo. But I don't think so, mate. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Maybe we will, but I don't believe it. Perfecto. Big up for the Super, bro. You're not seeing the rumours, Gordon? No, I'm not seeing the rumours. I'm not seeing the rumours at all. Not seeing the rumours. Fairs, if they get him. It's going to cost a lot of money, no? Viana saved the club from collapse with the 3 signings. You're a funny guy, you, bro. You are. You're a bit marmitey in it. For some people in the chat, I reckon they're probably not going to like you in it because of the stuff that you say. But I think deep down, you're a good lad. You're a good lad. Big up, bro. Appreciate the tune, it. Edison Bomber. What? What do you mean, Edison Bomber? What do you mean, Edison Bomber? Now you fucking liars. Oh. Pep Guardiola, I don't know. What I can say is I'm so pleased and delighted with what I'm seeing in training. I'm delighted that Eddie is still in Man City. We cannot define what we have done in this incredible, spectacular decade together without him. His contribution has been massive in many, many aspects. I'm really pleased. What? Why are you saying that's a bomber? He's just saying I don't know, innit? Is that a bomber? Why is that a bomb? Is that a bomber? That doesn't say he's going. That doesn't say he's going. LB998, bro. What are you talking about? How is this saying he's gone? He just said, I don't know. He said, I don't know. And then glazed the player. Nah, get out of here, man, with your fake bombers, bro. This ain't a bomber, man. We're talking about bomber, bro. This ain't a bomber. This is player glaze. This is player glaze. This guy, man. Honestly, man. Yeah, L-Bait 1998. This guy. Fake news, mate. I don't know. It's not good news. He says he doesn't know. He said he doesn't know. Some of you guys need to chill, man. Yeah, real talk. Some of you guys need to chill out. Hey, what else has he been saying? Oh, yeah, Rico Lewis. I'm pretty sure referees don't know Rico. He's the sweetest, kindest. And sometimes as a defender, you have to say you have to be more aggressive. It's an action that he has no intention. I know the image can pretend to be, but both feet are on the floor and unfortunately touched a little bit of the lips. I know it can be apparently tough, but it's Rico Lewis, right? So can I imagine it with another type of player, but it is what it is. If they make 3-game ban, he has more time to rest on the beach at home with his girlfriend. Aye, bro, low-key, Rico will be buzzing now, innit? Rico can just go on holiday now. Rico can just go on holiday. Fairs. Yeah, it is what it is. Even in the 6-0 result versus Al Ain, still there are things we are not doing well, but it's completely normal right now. Every game we can do better and better to improve. Yeah, facts. Facts. We can still improve, man. It's pre-season. It's pre-season. It's pre-season. Of course, we're not going to be like 100% at the races. We played 2 games against Wydad and Al Ain, bro. We've been training for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Yeah, of course we're going to improve. This is factual information. I am seeing good things from this squad. The season will be tough, we know it, but in the other terms, I'm so positive that we'll do many, many good things, says Pep Guardiola. Echeverry has some problems in the ankle. It'll be 2 weeks, 3 weeks out. We feel so sorry for him, all of us, but we're going to play with new players, and in the next game too, second half. I've made the selection tomorrow. The lineup thinking in the second half. Huh? The lineup thinking in the second half, because with these conditions, we're not ready to play the rhythm. We're playing for 90 minutes. So we're going to make more substitutions, but it's fine. Does this mean he's playing the Unks in the first half? Does this mean he's playing the Unks in the first half, Charles? Nah. He's saying he doesn't want to play with speed, innit? He's picked the lineup thinking of the second half subs. Yeah, so he's going to play the Unks in the first half and then sub on the likes of Reinders in the second half. Unks FC first half, innit? That's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. Yeah, Unks first half, subs on the non-Unks in the second half. Hopefully we can do a good job against Juventus and the people can come. The only thing I can advise the people is to bring a lot of water, hats, towels on the necks, because I think it will be tough. How hot can it be, man? Chat, where's this game being played? Yeah, what city is this game being played? Where is it? Atlanta or something? Atlanta? Where's this game being played, chat? Orlando. Oh, wait, that sounds pretty hot, actually. Can't lie. Orlando weather. $31 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty hot, isn't it, to be fair? That is actually pretty hot, man. Yeah, that's pretty hot, mate. Can't lie. It was 28 degrees here the other day, yeah. And I was sweating backs, mate. And I was just not really doing much. And I was sweating. So 30-odd degrees running around a football pitch. Tough. That's going to be tough. Humid. Oh, the humidity, mate. Honestly, the humidity is disgusting. It's good weather if you're sitting on a beach, yeah, but if you're running around a football pitch, nah, hanging. Yeah, I know. The humidity, Nick, facts. The humidity, mate. Oh. It's tough. It really is tough. It feels like you're breathing a soup of air, you know? It's really, oh, man. Horrible. Horrible it is. I'll pick up top of the table tomorrow. Is there any chance the match with Real Madrid changes? Yeah, depending on what score Real Madrid is. When do Real Madrid play their next game? Real Madrid. So they play their next game Friday. So it all depends on that Real Madrid game, I believe. They play on Friday at 2 o'clock against Salzburg. Livermore Rodrigo, here we go. Then we destroy football facts. Get it done, man. 95 in TN today. So Florida will be baking hot. Fucking no. That's Fahrenheit, right? What's 95 Fahrenheit to Celsius? 35 degrees! What do you mean 35? 35 degrees! 35 degrees! Bruh! How? That is hot, mate. It was 28 the other day, right? Last week here. And I was ready to tap out, man. Oh, nah. 35. Woo! Wowza. Wowza. It was 48 in Canada. That's mad. Actually, I knew it was hot in Canada because I was watching Z Leno. YouTuber, streamer, Facebook streamer, Twitch, or not Twitch streamer actually, some other stream, and he was gaming on Warzone, and he said, yeah, it was well hot. He had to get a fan and that. So yeah, it was hot. It was hot stuff, man. 35 degrees. What the hell? What's the hottest place on earth right now, chat? Should I Google it? I have a guess, chat. Yeah, someone guessing. Everyone put the guesses in the chat. I'm gonna say India. I would say India, hottest place on the planet right now. India. Yeah, what are you saying? The sun. Itchy goat, yeah. Are you all right, pal? Yeah. What's the hottest place on the planet? The sun. Are you all right? You need help? You want me to ring 999? What's the hottest place on the planet right now? The hottest place on earth is Death Valley, California, where temperatures are currently soaring to a heat rate. Nah, should we check the temperature? Should we check it? Death Valley. The fuck is that name? Death Valley temperature. What the fuck? 41 degrees. 41 degrees. What? How? Can you live in Death Valley? What sort of fucking question is that? What? Yes, people live in Death Valley. Around 300 people reside in various communities with and around Death Valley. Why? Why would you live in a place called Death Valley that gets to fucking 50 degrees? Why would you do that, mate? Yeah? What happens if your car breaks down in Death Valley? If your car breaks down in Death Valley, leave the car's hood up and or mark the road with a large X. Nah, you just cooked, innit? You're cooked. Yeah, you're fucked, bro. You're cooked. Imagine. Oh, fucking hell. Oi. Oh, nah. Can you imagine? Oh, it's like In-Betweeners, isn't it? You remember In-Betweeners 2, Australia version? When they go to Australia and the car breaks down. Imagine driving through like a really hot place and then you just hear your car go and you're like, shit. And it breaks down. Now you're cooked, bro. You're cooked. Finished. You're finished. You're finished. Why do you have to turn off the air conditioning in Death Valley? What? There are road signs indicating you should turn off air conditioning. What? That doesn't make no sense. Turn it off. Why the hell would you turn it off? Yeah, it's a trick, man. Population control, Brit. Nah, I'm not having that. Nah, I'm not having that, Martin. Nah, I'm not having that, bro. If you think I'm turning off the air conditioning, if you think I'm turning off the air conditioning in 40 degrees heat, I ain't falling for that trick, mate. Yeah, I'm not falling for that trick. No way. No way am I falling for that trick, man. I'm gonna shit on full blast. Full blast. Turning it off. No way. Yeah, facts, Mike. Turn it off. What are you talking about, man? Why would anybody go to Death Valley? Death Valley National Park is all about the extremes. Is there drinking water in Death Valley? Water is available at Furnace Creek, Stop Pipe Wells, and Panamint Springs. Are there bathrooms in Death Valley? What? What are these questions, man? Can I sleep in my car at Death Valley? Who's asking these questions? How much does it cost to go into Death Valley? What do you mean you have to pay for the experience? You have to pay $30. You have to pay. They make you pay money. Fucking America, man, with the capitalism, bro. They fucking don't know where to stop. $30. $30. $30. Plus 15 per person. $30 is just for the car. Then you've got to pay $15 on top of the $30 for every person that's in the car. What the hell, man? Nah, America, bro, you've gone too far. You got to. I know it's all about the American dream and that. Yeah, make money in it. Yeah, go America. Yeah, we'll all go America and we'll all make loads of money in America. Yeah, the American dream, capitalism and that. But lads, you've gone too far. Charging people, yeah, $30 to take a car with $15 per person on top of that surcharge is absolutely ridiculous to go into a place that's 41 degrees. And you're making me turn my aircon off as well. These guys, man, it's got to be a social experiment. I've got to switch that off. I've switched it off. I can't keep reading those questions, man. They drive me insane. I can't believe anyone would do it. Why the hell would you do that? Surely it's a health risk, no? Surely that's a health risk. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's see what else Pep's saying. Smash these likes up as well, people. Get these likes up, man. Yeah, rattlesnakes as well. Nah, it's not for me, that. Yeah. Get me to fucking Benidorm. Right, let's have a look. See what else he's saying. At the end of the press conference, he said, "Thank you so much. It was an honor, as always, to be in front of all of you." What do we think, chat? Lying or not lying? Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Yeah, he's lying, innit? He's definitely lying. He's thanking them for the risen. Facts. I'm hoping to go to Death Valley with my girlfriend this summer too. Stargazing. Looks amazing there. Well, best of luck. Hope we've not put you off, Tony. Don't forget to turn your air conditioning off, but it's 40 degrees. I gotta have a look at some pictures, man. Death Valley pictures. Look at that, man. That just looks like death. Innit? It looks like Mars. The mystery of the sailing stones. The hell is this? Known as the sailing stones, the rocks vary in size. Nobody has seen them move in person. The trails left behind, the stones of periodic changes in the location make it clear that they do what? What, them things? What are they trying to say? They try to say these things move on their own. Is that what it's trying to tell me? Strangest phenomenon. Rocks that move along the desert ground with no gravitational cause known as the sailing. So you're trying to tell me, yeah, that rock moves on its own in a place that reaches 40 degrees Celsius that's called Death Valley, that you can't put your air conditioning on, and you charge me 30 quid. And you try to chat. Tony, mate. Why don't you just go Disneyland? Yeah? See Mickey Mouse on that. This is not a good idea, my friend. This is not a good idea. What the hell? So that stone has moved all the way from there on its own. How? Bro, what? Does that explain why? Scientific explanation. The rocks of racetrack player they tumble down due to the forces of erosion. Once they reach the level surface, the rocks somehow move horizontally, leaving perfect tracks behind them to record their path. Explain to me how that happens. In 2014, scientists were able to capture the movement of the stones for the first time using time-lapse photography. The results strongly suggest the sailing stones are a result of a perfect balance of ice, water, and wind. What? That makes no sense. What do you mean? In the winter of 2014, rain formed a small pond that froze overnight and thawed the next day, creating a vast sheet of ice that was reduced by midday to only a few millimeters thick. Does anybody understand this? Does anybody understand this or nah? Yeah, this is facts, man. This is facts. This is facts. Look up Lake Mead. Huh? Lake Mead. Oh, that looks sick, mate. I can't lie. Yeah, that looks mega. Alright, chat, check this out, yeah. Nah, that looks class. Look at that, chat. Look how nice that looks. That looks mega, that, doesn't it? Lake Mead. Water everywhere. See, this looks better. This looks safe. Tony, why don't you go here instead? This looks safe. I'm sure you can look at the stars from here. This looks nice. Don't it, chat? If ice only forms on one side when it freezes, it expands and moves the rock. Nah. Sorry. Sorry, mate. Don't believe it. I think someone's just pushed it, mate. I think somebody just pushed it, yeah. And they're just trying to pretend like it's some mad thing going on. That's what I think. There ain't no way ice is moving that, bro. How is ice moving? That I don't know, makes sense. How is ice moving a rock? Moneymaker. They pay me to. Madness. Madness. Just joined his new right back Death Valley. Ain't seen much of him. Good, bro. Very good by all accounts. Very, very good. Is it mad, isn't it? That's crazy. I know, real talk though, Tony, yeah? Like, first of all, legit, hopefully, like, you're actually safe and that. But you have to let us know when you come back. Come in the chat, innit, and let us know how it was. See if you saw the rock moving. Yeah? Perfecto says, I prefer Camavinga to Rodrigo for more cover for Rodri. Says Perfecto. Yeah, but then you've got Reinders, Rodri, Nico G, and Camavinga. I mean, you can't have too many, right? That would be nice. I mean, if you got me either one of those players, I'd be pretty happy, I can't lie. KDB, what? Oh, yeah, I saw that. Did you guys see this? KDB decided to reject the country of the Death Valley in favor of the country with the ruins and Napoli because he wanted to prove to Manchester City that they'd made a mistake in not offering him a contract. So, I don't know. Maybe that's what Sam Lee's saying anyway. So, we'll see. I'm not bothered, man. I'll actually be watching KDB a bit next year. I'll watch some Napoli games next year, 100%. 100%. Big up Jason says, I get it. I guess it's as hot as Santa's balls. The fuck? Oh, Satan's balls. Satan. It's hotter than Satan's balls right now. It's about 101 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Yeah, that's mad, bro. I can't deal with that heat. I couldn't deal with that heat, mate. I don't do well in the heat. I do well in the heat, but like only so much before it gets silly. Like if we're talking 27 degrees, do we all agree that 27 degrees Celsius is just the best all-round heat? Yeah, which is in Fahrenheit is 80. I think 27 degrees Celsius is the perfect temperature. Yeah, for just a standard temperature. Yeah, nice, hot, but not too hot. Like I could do things in 27. I think I could do things, yeah. 27, slight breeze. Yeah. Yes, mate. You know when you're on the beach, yeah, and you're on the sun lounger on the beach, right? And it's pure hot, and you're having your drink, yeah, whatever you're drinking, you put it down, you sat there, you lie there on your sun lounger, yeah, sunbathing, right? And it's well hot, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you get a nice breeze that just goes over your body, yeah, and it just feels well nice, and you're well cold, and then it goes, and then you start getting the sun again. That is top tier moment. I can't lie. I can't lie. That's mint. Just but Greece. Come on. Greece is mega as well. The gyros in Greece, mate, they hit different. I can't lie. Yeah, they hit different. They're so good, the gyros. They're well nice. Top tier food, mate. Top tier food. Can't stand anything above 15. What the hell? You go in Cyprus. Have I ever been to Cyprus? I have been to Cyprus. Yeah, Cyprus good as well, man. And they drive on the right side of the road as well. So if you wanted to hire a car, Rohan, yeah, bang, you're cooking on gas. Yeah, because they don't drive on the left, innit? Oh, wait, is it the left or the right? Oh, nah, they do drive on the left. Yeah, they drive on the left. We drive on the left, right? Yeah, we drive on the left. Yeah, if you go Cyprus, they also drive on the left. Yeah, top nation. Yeah. The UK, Ireland, Cyprus. Yeah, top tier countries, mate. Yeah, why? Because they all drive on the left-hand side, yeah? Not like you wrong'uns who drive on the right. Yeah, what's all that about? Madness. Madness, chat. Japan and India as well. Come on. Goated countries, mate. Top tier countries. Yeah, driving on the correct side of the road. Australia as well. No way do Australia drive on the left as well. That's a madness. That's crazy. Big up, man. It's like 6 countries versus 160. Yeah, we know we're on the right side of history here, guys. Yeah, we are. I watched a documentary once, yeah, of some I can't remember what country it was now. Some dictator, yeah. I can't remember what country it was, yeah. But like, actually, listen to this. It's actually a pretty mad story. Yeah, it's like not jokes. It's actually serious. This dictator in some country, right, got in charge of the country, and then just one day woke up and said, right, everybody's got to swap sides. We're swapping sides of the road that we're driving on from today. Yeah, and all the buses never changed. So when you get off the bus, you step off the bus into the middle of the road. You know, like you get off the road. Yeah, if you get off a bus, yeah, you get off the bus and you get on the pavement or the sidewalk, as Americans would say. You get off the bus and you get on the pavement, innit? This random country here, I can't remember what it's called, you change and they get off, you step into the traffic. How mad is that? So you get off the bus and you're stepping into traffic. It's crazy, mate. It was Burma, was it? Yeah, it might have been Burma, man. It might have actually been Burma. Sounds like it might have been there. But how are you getting off a bus into traffic? That's not safe. That's worse than Death Valley, mate. I'd rather be in Death Valley with no air conditioning. I want to get off a bus, mate, in the middle of the road. Not safe. Have you ever heard of the placebo effect? Yeah, I've heard of placebo. Yeah, placebo is where, like, you give somebody a tablet and you say, this is going to make you have loads of hair in it. And then you take it, and then you think it's going to grow your hair, but it doesn't. Definitely haven't taken that placebo. If anybody does have any medication, I would send it my way. He also says, look at the Blue Lagoon, Buxton. Buxton? Is that water in it? Blue Lagoon. Yeah, that looks pretty nice as well, mate. I can't lie. Yeah, that's top tier. Chat, look at this. Look at that's mega, that, isn't it? That's top tier, that. That's got to be top 10 places, yeah, in terms of like visuals. Yeah, that is actually really nice. That's really nice. Is it just a lake or something? What's going on there? Or is it a reservoir? Or I don't know what's happening there, but it looks pretty nice, man. Yeah. Would I go in the water? Oh, I'd definitely go in the water. I have no problem with water, me. I'd definitely go. Yeah, that is wallpaper worthy, isn't it? Facts. You could put that in the front room, 100%. That place is more dangerous than Death Valley. What? That looks like an inviting place. I'd love to go for a swim in there. I'd definitely go for a swim. Fuck off. The water's toxic. What? What do you mean it's toxic? The water kills you. What do you mean it's toxic? How is it toxic? It is attracting visitors across the country. The colour derives from scattering of light by small particles. Oh, here we go again. Science. It is attractive visitors. The colour derives from scattering of light by small particles of calcium carbonate that are precipitated in the water. This caustic quicklime dissolved in the water gives a pH level of 11.3. By comparison, bleach has a pH of 12.3. Signs at the site state the water can cause skin and eye irritations, stomach problems, and fungal infections such as thrush, and that the quarry is known to contain car wrecks, dead animals, and excrement and rubbish. The water is also extremely cold. Despite this, the lake continued to be a popular destination visited by hundreds. So I don't get it then, innit? Why is it in order to deter swimmers, the water was dyed black by 2013. What the hell? I don't get it though. Why is it toxic? Why is it toxic? Why is the water toxic? Limestone was extracted there in 1835. Ah, here we go. The quarry was used by the Royal Air Force as a chemical weapons storage depot during the Second World War, the largest such depot in the United Kingdom. Afterwards, a number of captured German chemical munitions were disposed of at the site by burning, which was only partially successful. Right, sound. That's why. The war. The fucking war, lads. Cooked us. Cooked us, boys. To alkaline geyser. Yeah, that's actually mad that I can't actually. That's actually wild, isn't it? This planet. Oh, did you ever watch that program, 100 Ways to Die? I think it's on YouTube. 100. Yeah, was it 1,000? 1,000 Ways to Die. Was it? What was it called? Oh my god, it was called 1,000 Ways to Die. Oh, that was a mad program, by the way. Did anyone ever watch that? That was mad. That was crazy. Some of the deaths on there, man. Oh, they were all real as well. Some of the way people died, man. Oh my days. Nah, not good, mate. Not good. It was a class show, man. It was a class show. Look up Socotra Island in Yemen. Socotra Island. What's this? Right, that's small. Socotra, Yemeni Island, Indian Ocean. So what's weird about this, bro? What am I looking at here? The most alien-looking place on Earth. What the hell? Like, what's actually like? Is it just about the alien? How many people live on it? Population 60,000. Madness. It's weird. Everything looks dodgy. What the hell? Look at the rocks. The rocks are red. Whoa, look at that. Like, come on. Yeah, that looks like a mad place, man. Oh. Oh, don't tell me that water's toxic as well. That looks mega. That looks, nah, that's class. How good does that look? That's got to be like one of the best beaches you've ever seen, no? That's got to be one of the best beaches guys have ever seen, man. That's unbelievable. Look at that. Nobody on it as well. Nobody to interrupt your day. Oh, look at the views. That looks class. That's mint. That is actually mint, bro. I can't even lie. Sofa King Wham is the hottest place I've ever been. I've never heard of that. Is that even a thing? So fucking Wham. Fuck. Oh, he got me. He's got me.
Hey! Hey! Have a fucking word with him then, ref! Hey!
Ah, he got me, man. Fucking so far. I feel annoyed, man, because I was on a pretty good streak. I've been, you know, when people have been sending the chats in, yeah, try to get me, I've been on it big time. No one's got me for time. And now the streak is over. Now the streak is over. Let me finish off these chats and then we'll wrap it up here, guys. Old man of Coniston fell is fire. Am I getting cooked again here? Oh, no, it isn't. It's actually legit. It's actually legit. Yeah, that looks pretty sick as well, bro. I can't lie. Let's have a look at some of these photos. Snow in it. Right, that's mad, isn't it? That, look at that. Look how high it is. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Cumbria. Mining. That a mine. Crazy. Oh, man. Says, love the grind, LB. I do a shift. You I do a shift, you and Martin, then you and Hassan get off to work, go gym, and you're still streaming. I bet you're tired. I'm gonna wrap it up now, bro. But yeah, I was on this morning. Martin jumped on, then went on Hassan's channel, then obviously I've done this one as well. But yeah, man. All right, come on, bro. Hope your shift was good on your gym session. Hopefully you got a nice pump, bro. You know what I mean? That's no pause needed. Yeah, if you go gym, you know about the pump. You know what I mean? We've got to get the nicer pump. Now, big up to you, bro. Appreciate the 5. Appreciate the 5, bro. Come on, bro. See what you guys are saying, innit? What have I missed? Bro, I can't even lie. I don't even know this stream is short. I don't even know, man. I don't even know what this stream has been about, to be honest. I was meant to speak about a right back, but I saw a tweet about FFP, which wound me up. So I went on about that for about half an hour. Then we spoke about the right back for about 10 minutes. Then we did Pep's press conference, and then we've just been looking at nice areas and not nice areas. So, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes she does, innit? Sometimes she does, innit? Madness. Worth to look at the stream again? Probably not, bro. Have I heard of Giants Cause? Wait a sec. Giants Causeway. Giants Causeway. I feel like you're trying to cook me, innit? I don't know. Basement update. Basement update's fixed. We got a new pump fitted. We got a sub pump fitted. Yeah, so basically we drain the water. The water's now gone. And then we've got a sub pump fitted, and the pump has a has like a float. So when the float gets to a certain point, it kicks in, drains all the water. So we no longer live in a swimming pool, which is nice, isn't it? I mean, this is what happens in a beta, man. People send these chats and I get ruined off them. It's crazy. God. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't know, but I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. Yeah, that's what happens, man. That's what happens, isn't it? Nah, because it reeks, bro. It's hanging. It stinks. You know why, yeah? This house was built in like 1860 or something, bro. So the basement, yeah, which is like old, it just stinks of oldness. It stinks of old. When you go down there, it just stinks of old stuff. Like old. Just old, everything old. It's an unk basement, bro. Yeah, it's not fresh. Unk basement. Nah, need a rebuild. I need a rebuild, bro. Yeah, hanging. Stunk, bro. I can't lie. Hanging, bro. For a breeze. My phone. Nah, I tell you what I did find, though. I found an old, what are they called? Do you know the sprays that you spray like your kitchen surface with and then you wipe it down? Like a bottle, yeah? I found an old bottle, like a spray bottle down there. And it's old. It is old. Like the bottle's old. Like, I don't know how old, yeah, but very, very old. At least 30 years old. Yeah. What else is down there? There's just random things down there from like the 50s and that. And the war and that. Nah, it stinks. Oh, yeah, the Oscar Bob documentary. I've seen City advertising this. Code Oscar Bob for discount. Yeah, I did actually see it. Yeah, I might think of that watch, you know. I might watch it on Treble tomorrow. Oh, Rose, man. It's on my to-do list. But actually, like, you know, I always say I've got to-do list. Yeah, loads of stuff about it. That is actually legitimately on my to-do list. Like, I definitely want to go. 100%. 100%. My mum and dad went, innit? My mum and dad went, had a great time. My dad loved it. My dad loved it because he was on the rums and that. And yeah, I definitely need to get. I need to get on that. My mum and dad loved it. They went on a cruise, innit? So they went on a cruise and like stopped off at a couple of different islands, and they went to Jamaica. And yeah, they said it was mint. Yeah, they do like the trim though, innit? But they might just be being nice. Do you know what I mean? Because the sort of parents that would just be like, oh yeah, like that looks great. You know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe she does actually like it. My dad likes it, but I don't know, innit? Nah, I've never been Croatia. I've never been. Never been Croatia, bro. You're Jamaican, yeah? Nah, I definitely need to get on it, man. Andrew. The hell? Yeah, Goater's from Bermuda, innit? Come on, bro. All right, come on, Bevo, man. What you saying? You better, yeah? What? Going to Italy for 6 months? Why are you going for 6 months? What the hell? What, holiday or work, Martin? That's a long time. Yeah, I seen a video on TikTok of a place in Albania that looked great, innit? Come on, bro. Really be there. Yeah. They're annoying those, isn't it? Start a travel channel. We'll have to get on it, man. I need to do a travel vlog, innit? Getting the full tour. Yeah, he's getting a full tour, man. Going everywhere. I want to take my car to like Spain or something and just like drive around Spain. You know what I mean? I want to take my car to Spain. I'll get my car, yeah. Go get a ferry to Spain with the car, and then just drive the car around Spain and just like see what's going on in Spain for a bit. You know what I mean? Like that'd be mint, wouldn't it? Just like driving around Spain, going to like the little villages. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what's the equivalent, yeah, of like fucking Bolton, yeah, in Spain? Yeah, because I've been Madrid, yeah. I've been Madrid a couple of times watching City. I've been Barcelona watching City. Yeah, I've been Malaga. Yeah, I've done the cities. Yeah, where's the Bolton? I want to see the authentic Spain, the proper sangria and that. Yeah, and the ham on. Yeah, but the thing is, though, I feel comfortable in my own car, innit? I feel comfortable in my own car, so I'd rather not rent a car. I'd rather drive my own. Especially, I'm going to go for like a month or something. I only drive and rent a car for a month. I want a bit, unless like maybe you could hire a mint one. If I go like a Range Rover or something, but then how much would that cost? I think it costs like 500 quid a day. I think it costs like 500 quid a day, innit? Yeah, the A7, man. Any driving test tips and tactics? To be honest with you, bro, I think it's just about luck on the day, mate. I'd say this story all the time, yeah. On my driving test, yeah, there was a car bonnet on the road, bro. Bro, like what the fuck? I think it's just about luck. I think it's just about luck. If you get in the car on a driving test and it's dead, there's no one on the roads, you're gonna pass, innit? But if there's loads of people, yeah, rush hour driving, doing a madness, you're gonna end up fail, bro. Yeah, I was driving on my driving test. Swear down on my life, yeah. Driving on driving test. There was a car bonnet in the lane. Just a car bonnet just in the lane. I got to it and I just thought, cooked. I'm cooked. Yeah. What am I gonna do here? So I just drove over it. Guy was chilling with it. Just drove over it, bro. What else could I have done? What else was I meant to do? Get out and move it. Car bonnet's a hood. You know, like the bonnet that goes over the engine, the front. So I just drove over it. I went really slow. I went like 5 miles an hour and just drove over it really slow. And I looked at the guy next to me. I was like, yo, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? No, it's a one lane. It's one lane. It's a one lane. It's one lane. Swear down, not even lying, that happened. There's a car bonnet just on the floor. And I got to it and I just thought, why me? Why me? Why now? Why is there a car bonnet on the floor, mate? Like when I'm trying to do a driving test. My guy was chill though. He didn't care. I went in a permanent bus lane, didn't care. Yeah. I think my guy might have just been like just ready to go home or something because he passed me and like only got 2 minors. Only got 2 minors. But the what's the other video one? Yeah. What's the video test called? The theory test. Failed that like 3 times. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, man. The video was just I thought I was playing Call of Duty. I shot to fucking kill everyone. Nah, I couldn't do it, man. I didn't like it, man. I didn't like the theory test. Failed that 3 times, didn't it? That was tough, man. Yeah, it's underrated. A lot of people think it's well easy, but I think that's tough, mate. Yeah. They try to make you stop and that. I need to go to bed, man. I'm knackered in it. Anyone live? Anybody live? Anybody live? Oh, shock! Lee Gunner's live with an emergency meeting. Market opportunities everywhere. This guy, man. Fucking hell. Funny fucker. He's a funny guy, Lee. You know, I met him in Spain when I went last time. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy, man, Lee. Yeah, I met him last time I went. Met him for a couple beers. Gonna meet him next time I go. I'm going in about a month, so I'm gonna meet him for a couple drinks in it. Couple beveraginos. But yeah, man, he was a good lad. ESPN. I have to say that to tomorrow. I need to go to bed, man. I'm knackered in it. I'm actually knackered. What's he like off camera? I mean, just kind of chill, like. I don't know. Just normal. Like, not really any different, but just not talking about Arsenal. Like, I don't even think we spoke about football, to be honest, when we was there last time. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he's he talks dead posh, yeah. Nah, he talks exactly the same. Yeah. Jay started a new channel as well, guys. So make sure you're subbing up to that channel. It's called J Talk Sport, innit? Let me see if I can find a link. There it is, man. I'll whack the link in the chat, innit? So make sure you guys are subbed up to him as well. But yeah, he's gonna get some content on there as well. So make sure you guys are subbing up. Right, I'm gonna redirect you to Lee. Yeah, watch along tomorrow. Yeah, watch along tomorrow for the Juventus game, 7 p.m. We'll start 7 p.m. LB Raid, Lee Gunner's channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, people.